Ah, Pokemon, a wondrous world where you get to set off on an awesome journey to battle powerful trainers and catch tons of amazing Pokemon. But what if you couldn't catch Pokemon? What if the use of Pokeballs was completely banned, and the only way to build a team was to get Pokemon from different NPCs around the region, or to buy them in some places like the Game Corner? Well, that's what I'm here to find out. To try and beat Pokemon Firered without catching a single Pokemon. And of course, the first member comes as the starter. And this decision is really important as the starter will be the one I'm depending on for the first 3 gyms. So, going through them all, I decided against Charmander as it is weak to the first 2 gyms, and there are no real pros to the start of this run. Going on to Squirtle, it does get progressively worse going through the gyms, plus there are going to be many other water type options later to use in the run. Plus, I do not want to give my rival Bulbasaur, as it will have all of the powder moves which will make the battles really annoying for me. So why not use that annoying stuff myself and pick Bulbasaur? So that way I get all the powder moves, Leech Seed, and never have to worry about my starter being poisoned. With Bulbasaur now obtained, we set off on the journey with nothing able to stop us. Crap. Except that. Ignoring that small speed bump, I took Bulbasaur into Viridian Forest to train it up, where yes, it's full of super effective bug-type Pokemon, but the best bug-type move they actually have is String Shot, so I think I'm very safe to train up Bulbasaur until he was ready to go into Pewter City to take on Brock, to which Bulbasaur just Vine Whip one-shot all of his Pokemon. Although we had just overcome the first trial, an even bigger one presented itself in the form of going through Mount Moon. Now, I was never worried of being unable to get through it. What I was worried about was my Pokemon's power points. And even with Bulbasaur's evolution to Ivysaur, I wasn't too sure he can make it with his own with just Tackle and Vine Whip. Thankfully, we can get a new team member now, in the form of buying an overpriced Magikarp. However, on the training side, it did take a while with having to run in and out of the cave to switch train and heal the team. This was not the time-saving idea I was looking for, but at least I have a Gyarados now. Gyarados proved itself to be a worthwhile time investment, as thanks to it, we were able to storm through all the remains of the trainers in Mount Moon and came across a super nerd who was hoarding 2 Pokemon fossils, one for Ammonite and Kabuto. Both were water rock types that I could add to the team eventually when it revived. But by the time I can revive them, there will already be a better water type option that I would 100% want over them. So I just picked the Dome Fossil and forgot about it, and not long just getting out of the cave. Finally getting into Cerulean City, I got straight to facing off against my rival, to which Gyarados came in and completely decimated his team. I continued to use the power of Gyarados and Dragon Rage spam my way through all the trainers on Nugget Bridge to get to Bill's house, where once again I had to save him from another failed experiment. Now with that all out the way, I made my way back into the city to challenge Misty, and once again Ivysaur demonstrated why he is one of the best starters to pick in this game. Having achieved victory, I can now travel over to Vermilion City to board the SS Anne, where I proceeded to rob it and all of its passengers of their goods and money. During my plunder, however, I came across my rival and dusted his team away, and the final thing to collect was the HM for Cut from a seasick captain, to which I used it to get back to Pewter City to pick up the old Amber for later use. But now came what is my most hated gym puzzle. Like, I don't mind the gym leader, but this entire stupid puzzle. I would very much like to know who said this gym puzzle was a good idea and tell them that there is a special place in hell waiting for them. After a while though, I finally got through the stupid puzzle and then battled Lieutenant Surge for my team to show my rage and completely wipe out his team. All is right with the world now. My troubles with puzzles didn't end there because now I had to travel through Rock Tunnel, where I didn't have the HM for Flash and I can never remember the layout to this place. So I turned to my last resort. Cheating. So if we do that, there's the ladder. Then I'm near a ladder. Wait, what? Oh wait, there I am. So I have to go this way. There's that lab trainer. Alright, go over here. There's an item. It's a revive. Okay. Then up here. Ow. Ow. Here. Ah! There they are. Okay. Ow. Ow. Alright, if I can I avoid him? I can avoid him. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. So there's 2 trainers here. I don't think it really matters which... Ow. Ow. Ah! Bugger. Okay, if I hug this wall, I hit the bottom, then there's an item I want down here. Then if I go back to hugging this wall... There we go. Ah, I've avoided him. Then, quickly scroll back down. Can we figure out where I am? I'm near a wall. This one next to there. That's where I am. Got it. So if I run over here, grab this wall. Talk to this trainer. Okay. Now we're going to the top bit. My brain. Wait. Aha! I'm on the home free. I'm on the home free? Sure. Alright, I'm on the last little bit. I can avoid him. I don't think I can avoid you. No, I can! Oh, this is good. Come on. I'm home free, baby. No! Right, come on, out of my way. Freedom! No! Wait, that way, that way. Yes! Oh, it's so nice to be out. Having used my amazing cave skills, I got out and could finally get to Celadon City to pick up a bunch of new team members. And the first on the list was Eevee, where there was some debate for myself whether I used Flareon or Jolteon. I wanted Flareon to have coverage on grass types, but in this game we're here before the physical special split, so fire type moves are always going to be special moves, which doesn't work out for Flareon, who is a physical Pokemon. So Jolteon it was. Next, I went into Saffron City to take on the fighting dojo, but I kinda got slapped and decided to come back after getting 2 new members from the game corner, Abra and Dratini. I did consider Pokemon like Scyther, but the only bug type move it actually gets is Fury Cutter. But nothing else really worked out for me in terms of team or just how much it cost. I did have a small issue with Abra though, as I threw it in the daycare to do super speed training and evolved it to Kadabra, but it didn't learn Confusion and didn't know a single psychic type attack. Look, I thought it learnt it on evolution, but it learns it at level 16 on evolution, so I just had to buy a new one and train it the old-fashioned way. But now, with the new Kadabra, I returned to the fighting dojo, and this time it was a lot easier to take on the dojo master, and earn the right to pick between Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, which I decided on Hitmonlee, because all of Hitmonchan's best moves, once again, are special, which doesn't help. Finally, having trained up the new members, I got into the 4th gym, expecting a difficult trial ahead of me, but Kadabra came out to be the MVP and simply one-shotted all of the gym trainers and then made short work of the gym team. Then the team continued to power force its way through the Team Rocket HQ with nothing being able to stand up to the newfound power. Not even the boss Giovanni could withstand our attacks. And now with Team Rocket B, I went over to the Pokemon Tower where I found my rival and stomped his grieving team into the ground. Then I banished a dead mum from the living world and defeated some grunts who were holding Old Man Fuji. Now, at this point in the run, I think I was getting a bit too confident in how this new team was working, because I was now gonna make multiple mistakes. It all started when I went into Silphco to stop Team Rocket, and in the midst of it, I battled my rival, where my team took a slight beating. And the plan was to go back and heal, but I got distracted when I was adding a Lapras I got from a scientist to the team, which, by the way, I was very excited to use this Pokemon. So when I went in the fight against Giovanni, I didn't stand much of a chance against this Kangaskhan, who managed to take out my entire team. So, after a quick heal up, I went back in and showed him who the real strongest trainer was. But the mistakes didn't end there, as when I entered Sabrina's gym, I didn't want to be guessing on how to get through the gym, so I used my amazing guessing skills again. Step on the first... Step on the upper right. Room above. Now use the upper left. Lower left. lower left. Oh my god, that worked! During the battle with Sabrina, I decided to use Gyarados one more time, as it was the only Pokemon I had that had a Dark-type move, so I decided to try and just spam Bite. However, it was doing less damage than I thought it would, and it was only a matter of time till the penny dropped. Wait. Dark's a special! Oh my god, wait, is Dark special? Oh my god, they're all special. That's why they're doing nothing. I'm such an idiot. I keep thinking about the frickin' gen split. Oh my god, oh, that's not good. Yeah, I forgot dark type moves in this game were special moves, and that really threw off my game so bad where all of my Pokemon were going down, and I was left with a Calm Mind powered up Alakazam and just Venusaur. Venusaur is going to die. Wait, it threw! It threw! It threw! You had the win! Okay. Thanks to Sabrina doing her little slip-up, I was able to get the badge and then got straight to Cinnabar Island, where I found the key to the gym in the old mansion, then had to figure out the difficult gym quiz. The Battle of Blaine was actually a piece of cake, thanks to Lapras causing a small surf tsunami in the gym. When I was coming out of the gym, however, I ran into Bill, who invited me to the Sevi Islands with him. And I did plan on saying no, but I was spamming A to get through the interaction, and then this happened. No, I didn't want to. Fuck, I didn't want to press this button. Bill, I want to go. Oh, I was meant to click no. Fuck. Dang it. Alright, let's get this done really quick. So, yeah, I now had to go through the entire story of the Sevi Islands so that I could get back and challenge the final gym leader, Giovanni, where this crime lord could not defeat a 10-year-old trainer for the life of him. Ignoring that defeat. With all 8 badges, I made my way to the Elite Four, to which my rival challenged me one last time. And all of his Pokemon were easy targets for my team until Charizard came out, where I'm not sure what happened, but it was able to just take out each member of my team, and it was only thanks to Hitmonlee withstanding the attacks, I was able to finish off the battle. But this left me with a lot to think about, and how I wanted my team to be built when coming into the final challenge of the Elite Four and the champion. The final team layout ended up becoming Lapras, Jolteon, Alakazam, Venusaur, Aerodactyl, and Dragonite. This setup was the ultimate plan to get through the final challenge, and the first phase was facing against Lorelei, where Jolteon shocked her by thunderbolting her entire team. Next up was Bruno, to which a required team up from Venusaur to deal with the Onyxes, and Alakazam to face off against the fighting types. They managed to take out each opponent. The power duo then continued their teamwork, taking on Agatha and her poison-type team. Finally came Lance, where Dragonite swept with Outrage. Oh, and Lapras helped as well with a bit of Ice Beam. With the Elite Four now defeated, it came down to my final battle with my rival. And this battle was so easy. His Pokemon were just falling one by one, and honestly, I expected more. That wasn't until the dreaded Charizard came out, where I sent in my Aerodactyl as a counter. After the last experience, it all came down to this. Okay, despite the anticlimactic battle, I had done it. I had defeated Pokemon where I never threw a single Pokeball to catch my team. And all I gotta say is, this challenge was a lot of fun, and maybe I'll do it again in a different game. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next adventure.